You ever think, how could I do this better? How can I make my life easier, more accessible? I have been playing The Last of Us Part 2 on Grounded. I decided I was going to watch the TV show, and then right after, I would play the game. And at first, it really was enjoyable. I had something to work towards, and it stopped me from watching all the episodes at once. But then I realized, after I think the third episode, I was like, this is too hard. Not because I don't enjoy a challenge. I love playing games like Elden Ring. It came to a point where you have to go stealth through everything, and it feels like every mission is kind of just like a chore. You know, you die on the same mission over and over again. So I've been thinking, how can I make this easier? And this ties into my life too. I have been making everything so much harder than it has to be. For example, this past year, I have been living with my parents. I moved out of my apartment with my ex and just kind of took a tumble in life and decided it was my time to really pick myself up. So I did what every rational self-improvement person does and put their life on hard mode. It was get up at 5 a.m. and journal and do yoga and go for runs and kind of do everything that I thought was going to lead to success. I think I went over this path of build myself up and then crumble for like probably 12 months straight. It was on top of the world, I'm doing really good, I'm pushing really hard, and then I fall. And this ties into the Last of Us playthrough, where I finally decided, okay, I'm going to put everything on grounded besides the ammo, and I'm going to use every single, and I'm talking every single technique I know in life to make my life easier. So I put The Last of Us Part 2 difficulty on grounded with easy for ammo. I had unlimited ammo, but the game was still hard, and it makes the game so much more enjoyable. You want to know what I'm doing in my life? This path that I chose? I have been sleeping as much as my body lets me. I have been recovering. I cut down on content. I stopped trying to force myself to exercise, to constantly be on the lookout for new financial ideas, new ways to become abundant or happy. And all of a sudden, it's like I put my ammo on easy mode in a life that isn't always easy. And that's why everything else is on grounded. You have to stay grounded in this reality, which means getting as much rest as you possibly can and using every possible source of ammo that you have. So I have the ability to live at my parents', have food stamps, and recover as much as I need to. Because realistically, besides this year, I was burnt out. And now it's like life is starting to look brighter. Not from a place of it's just all going to crumble and fall apart. It's like I have stepping stools. Ideas for money are coming to me and I'm like, I was being so stupid. I had all of these different avenues I could take. But because I thought I just had to push myself to the bare bone and I had to get out of my parents' house as soon as possible, that I was behind in life, I was actually putting myself back further. I was living my life on grounded mode where I needed to stealth through everything and I never had enough to get through any mission in life. I was always exhausted. I was always getting so exhausted I would self-sabotage. I would get lazy and run out of ammo. This is practical in many ways. I mean, being able to sit back and really just examine your life. If you have the time to do it, to just be bored as possible, stop consuming content, cut back on, the things that you know are hurting you, your phone. Just put it to the side for a few days. See how you feel. Take the few shows that you know relax your nervous system. Sleep as much as you need. Because I'm telling you, you are not lazy, you are exhausted. If you have any bad habits, they will slowly weed out. It's just about doing what you know in a very simplified way, making everything easier for yourself. I would also do this thing where I decided I needed to get out of the house more. I was being too lazy. And I decided to grocery shop every single day instead of going to the grocery shop every week, because I was having these thoughts that I was making myself depressed by not getting out enough. And yet again, I was living life on grounded mode. I decided that, okay, well, I need to plan out every meal. I need to cook every meal. I need to go to the grocery store and then come back home. And it became like this thing where I was actually putting more energy towards getting out, because I thought that getting out was what I needed. I thought I needed to get out of the house as much as possible. But realistically, I just needed to sit in silence. I needed to refill my cup as much as possible. If that meant stopping talking to people, even my family, even my parents that I live with, sitting in front of a journal and just letting it all come out. I don't even do as much health techniques as I was. I stopped doing my breathing exercises. I rarely meditate. And it's like things are starting to get easier. I'm going for walks more. I'm laughing more. I'm loading up on what fills my cup. And it comes down to using every single advantage that you have in life. Look for it right now. Anything that you think is your curse is your blessing. I hope you have a wonderful, gorgeous day if this message is reaching you. Peace.